Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur TV show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur. So, as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Okay, so more information about yet more shootings. 17-year-old boy among 5 people killed, 22 wounded, including an 11-year-old girl in citywide shootings over the weekend. And this happened in Chicago. So they say Lee Jr. or Lee Carter Jr. was standing in the driveway of his home in the 9500 block of South Sangamon Street around 2:20 a.m. when he was struck in the chest by gunfire, according to police. Well, this is all so crazy. Now, they say the teen was standing in the driveway of his home when he was shot Saturday morning, struck by gunfire, according to Chicago police. He was taken to Christ Medical Center in Oak Lawn, where he was pronounced dead. He was identified as Lee Carter Jr. by the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office. They say at least 68 teens and children under the age of 18 have been shot in Chicago this year. Now, at least 4 more last year in the same period, or 4 more than last year in the same period. So they're on the rise, these shootings. So at least 14 children and teens out of the 68 were killed by gunfire in Chicago this year, according to the Sun-Times data. They say last year at least 12 were fatally shot in the same period. So hours earlier, 2 people were shot, one fatally in Woodlawn just before 8 p.m. Someone fired during a fight in the 1500 block of East 61st Street. Darius Sanders, age 29, suffered a gunshot wound to the head, according to police in the medical examiner's office. He was taken to the University of Chicago Medical Center, where he was also pronounced dead. A 31-year-old woman was struck in the hand and taken to the same hospital in fair condition. Now, a couple of hours later, a 27-year-old man was found on a sidewalk in the 2000 block of West 35th Street, and this was around 10:30 p.m. They had a gunshot wound to the neck, according to police, and was pronounced dead at the scene. This is all so sad. Like, you would think that these people are at war in Iraq or somewhere. Like, this is real crazy. These shootings continue to escalate. Now, another man was shot and killed in a drive-by, the second fatal shooting on the same block in 2 months, and in West Garfield Park on the west side. And so the man, 40 years old, was standing outside in the 300 block of South Kilburn Avenue about 3:25 a.m. Now, this was on Sunday morning when he was shot in the chest by someone traveling in a red car. He was taken to Mount Sinai Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. A 79-year-old man and woman were found dead in the bedroom of an uptown apartment on the north side. Officers were conducting a well-being check at about 8:30 p.m. Sunday night when the two were found dead in the bedroom of an apartment in the 1000 block of West Montrose Avenue. The woman, 61 years old, appeared to have been suffered a gunshot wound to the head. An 11-year-old girl was inside an apartment in the 900 block of West 115th Street about 11:05 p.m. Friday when she was shot in the neck. She was taken to Comer's Children's Hospital, where she is in fair condition. Well, thank God for that. I mean, this is just unbelievable. All of these shootings and so close apart or so close together. Now, a weapon was recovered inside the apartment, according to officials. Then a 16-year-old boy was hurt in a drive-by shooting Saturday night in Archer Heights, and that's on the south side. The teen was walking about 7:25 p.m. in the 3900 block of West 49th Street. They say a car then drove up and someone from inside fired shots at him. He was struck in the leg and buttocks and was taken to Mount Sinai in good condition. A man was shot after an argument on a CTA bus on Sunday morning in Lawndale on the west side. The man was arguing with another passenger on a CTA bus in the 700 block of South Pulaski Road, and this was around 12:15 a.m. When he was shot in the right leg. Now, the bus driver stopped after hearing gunshots, and the shooter left the bus and fled north, according to police. The man was taken to Mount Sinai, where he is said to have been in good condition. At least 18 others were wounded in shootings in Chicago from Friday, 5 p.m. till Monday, 5 a.m. So 2 people were killed and a 16-year-old boy was among 17 wounded in shootings in Chicago last weekend. So this is just all so crazy. This is just a real crazy. And you know what? I have told you all numerous of times that some of the people in Chicago actually say that there have been, crates of guns dropped off in alleys in their neighborhoods, and not just guns you would find anywhere on the street or find in even the gun shops. They say these are exotic guns that you would not just see anywhere. Okay, like they were strategically placed in these alleys in these certain black neighborhoods. And they said at one point there was everyone in the neighborhood just about had guns, even 13 and 14-year-olds. So that is likely a reason for all of this crime and killings going on in Chicago, if you ask me. They also said that some of the drive-bys that were perpetuated were done by what they believe is law enforcement dressed in derrick suits, or racist wannabe supremacists dressed in derrick suits. Now, I can't substantiate this. I'm just telling you what people from Chicago have said. And they've been saying this for years, ever since these killings have been going on. Now, I'm not saying that some of these people aren't absolutely being killed by black people in their own neighborhoods who are clearly menaces to society. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I do think that in some of these occasions where there's some multiple people killed during drive-by shootings, and they're saying that it's gang related, and there's 10 or more people killed. For example, there was one weekend, maybe a year or two ago, where there was 72 people shot in a weekend. Now, that doesn't sound like gang related to me. That sounds like mass shooters. That sounds like something deliberate. Now, I can't substantiate this, but that's just what it sounds like. I mean, I don't know gang members to go around and shoot up, 72 people and committing mass shootings. They do drive-bys and all these other things, which is just as bad. But at the end of the day, these people have said that they think that there's racist people going around purchasing these derrick suits. And there's been numerous reports that I have reported on to you and shown you the receipts where they absolutely have Caucasian males buying these derrick suits and putting them on and going out here and committing all these heinous crimes, trying to pretend that they're black people. And so that's just what it is. So anyway, it's just all real crazy and very sad. I don't know what they're going to do about all this, honey, because it doesn't seem like this is getting any better in Chicago. The thing that really makes me believe that these guns are absolutely being put in the neighborhoods, as these people are saying, and that they're not crazy and they're not just making these things up or making up excuses, well, it's because our own government has a nefarious history of doing these things. I mean, they are the same ones who put crack in the black community. So you think they're above putting guns in black communities? I think not. So anyway, they go on to say that a man was shot at, hit by a car in Portage Park. A 79-year-old man and woman found dead in the bedroom in an uptown apartment. 6 shot, 1 fatally during a gathering in Elgin. A man shot and killed in West Garfield Park. 2 fatal shootings on the same block in 2 months. Man shot after an argument on the bus, and then a man shot by an officer during a traffic stop in Joliet. So anyway, it's all so crazy. I see why they call it Chiraq, okay? I see, because you would literally think they're at war, okay? All so crazy. So anyway, condolences to the victims who died and the families of the victims. Everyone, please like and share. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Press the notification bell, click the word all so you're notified each time I go live. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at QueenAhmadiyyah You can follow the Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur fan page and follow me on Twitter at DGoddess27. And please leave me a comment to let me know what you think about all these shootings. I mean, this is really crazy. And I'm not talking about just the mass shootings that occur in numerous places throughout the country, but specifically these shootings going on in Chicago. Do you think these things are gang related? Do you think it's just, thugs in the neighborhoods? Or do you think, or have you heard any information from people that who live in Chicago who are suspecting that these things are being done by some of the police themselves? Or have you heard anything about the guns being dropped off in alleys? I mean, I find it's all very strange. There was one young man who specifically told me that he got up one morning, and this was a couple of years ago, got up one morning, walked down the alley and saw a crate. And this crate was full of all these exotic guns, went and got his friend, and because didn't think anyone would believe it. And the friend came and saw the same thing. And there's been numerous reports of this. And also there was one report about a rocket launcher that was conveniently dropped in a black neighborhood in Chicago. Also, first of all, my question is, what are the police doing with a rocket launcher? I mean, why do they need that? And then it says it fell off when it was turned in because whoever found it turned it in. I'm sure that was much to the police surprise, but they say that the police told them that it likely fell off one of their SUVs because it wasn't secured properly. So you're gonna tell me the police are riding around with rocket launchers, which I have no idea why they would need it. But second of all, they didn't even bother to secure it properly, and it just fell out of the back of an SUV into, of all places, a black neighborhood. Okay, okay. Please miss me with all of that. Anyway, please drop a line to let me know what you think. Drop a comment, and be sure to get the likes up. And I will talk to you all again soon. Peace.